Please be seated. Begin our ceremony for 2018 as we come in prayer. Let us pray. Gracious God, so another year comes to its end. As we leave school for the summer, aside textbooks, notebooks, pencils and pens, laptops and with God, for God goes with you. In the weeks ahead, as you begin new projects or well-deserved family vacations, as you meet and make new friends with God, for God will. As you enjoy the sun and the summer's cool blue water, be wise and safe. Respect the beauty of the earth, God's gift. Go with God, for God has created you. As you go to places to reflect and to pray, enjoy the peace and the beauty of privacy and time off. Go with God, for God always goes with you. Leaving and those returning, remember and with gratitude this your school. For achievements gained, friendships made, moments of inspiration that are to keep going through tough times and service. And those for whom will not be a return to this place, may God's blessing follow you all as you find new journeys. May you walk safely along the paths of your dreams. May God's gentle hand guide the decisions you make, the passions that you will follow. May your hearts and lives always reflect God's love and truth. And may hope be a light within you to carry into each new day. We pray in the name of the ever-present God, made known in the Bethlehem child. Amen.
To our distinguished guests, Deputy Mayor of Hastings, ladies and gentlemen, girls, good morning and welcome. Kirkpatrick and as Chairman of the College Council, pleasure to welcome you all to the 2008 annual prize-giving ceremony. A day where our academic high achievers, our prestigious award winners, get introduced to the next generation and we farewell all those students who are leaving us and becoming old boys. I'd particularly like to welcome the Graham Smith. Director between 1990 and 2000. He was in fact during some of my time as student here. I'm disappointed he's not sitting in the front row so that I can get some revenge by eyeballing him behind this lectern. It is a pleasure. As always, I remind you all that while today is the flagship of we have recently held ceremonies, sports awards and the other awards. Some of the achievements in those series are truly impressive and it's a shame that more of you don't ceremonies too. I doff publicly to those awards again today. Following prize giving, excuse me, driving my son home, and my son said, "Good, Dad, thanks." In particular, that struck a chord. Hopefully, a bit of wisdom about on the shoulders of John I referred to may have related with him. "Oh no," piped up his friend, "it was short." Somewhat disappointed further, more specifically about the things I had taught. Sorry, Mr. Kirkpatrick, the friends. The boys don't actually listen to any of the speeches. They're just for the parents. And to be fair, I can't recall any speeches from my student either. So let's crack it. Pat is about to give us a thorough rundown of achievements of 2018. So Pat, me deal with some thank yous initially. To the team for continuing to do such a great job of educating us, searching for better ways of delivering on our promises. To Barry Law, the bursar, Wendy Barker, Mr. Massey, a particular thanks from me for the work they do for and for me as chairman. Professional staff, the catering, maintenance, healthcare, and marketing and advancement teams, your contribution to this business is immense. And Sandy for the work they have done driving the Women's Readiness Program, proving that more than lip service to living the value of community service. Another thanks also to Glenn Peterson, Director of Boarding, for having managed this vital area of our so effectively over so many years. Boarding to us is not just a roof for the boys to sleep, rather an environment of nurturing and a learning experience in its own right. To Mr. McLeod, who continues to support the council and tirelessly immerse himself in the Lindisfarne a better place for the students and staff. Serious thank you must also go to Sarah Watt and the Parent Association, who contributed more than $106 to the college during the past year. And Simon, we thank you. Aligned with that of the fantastic effort of the parents of Volunteer Gala, who helped make that event successful. Like Knobloch Association, who are moving forward in their to help the advancement of the college on a number of levels. To and hard work counsellors, who always impress me with the passion and the thoroughness of the work that they are promoting. Every one of them is engaged and generous with time and expertise. Lindisfarne is stronger and my rate easier because of you, and I thank you sincerely. And finally, to you for continuing to support Lindisfarne, what we're doing and how we are doing it. I have specifically been asked today, and I'm more than excited to do so. Holidays, beginning to conditioning, beginning dorms to make living spaces comfortable for their residents throughout the year. And whilst I'm encouraged by my colleagues to talk more about some of that we are doing as a council and as a college, I'm always a little bit uncomfortable with this, if I'm honest. I feel it's a bit like being here and trying to how handsome I am. Whether it matters less than your perception of me, the answer to that question is known to all of us. And so I feel that with what was Lindisfarne, ultimately you will assess how what we are doing is working for your son. Having said that, because we haven't done any major building projects recently, what we are is a little less visible but no less significant. In 2018, we've been reviewing our plan with a view to updating and refreshing it. All projects in our plan are considered taken to the extent that will justifiably knowledge towards our objectives, our mission. And we continue to review our programs of holistic education alongside opportunities to add to and improve the learning facilities in the context of improving experience and outcomes for our students and for our staff. Lindisfarne is a magnificent with a strong heritage. It has benefited from a very ambitious and proven over the last 65 years. This, coupled with a succession of very capable staff and their ideals, position Lindisfarne, we believe, as one of the premier schools in the country. And finally, today is a particularly poignant day of me personally. Today is the last day of Lindisfarne for my student and the parent. It is indeed the end of us. There is no doubt in my mind it has been a great and positive experience for my son. I believe that he would say the same. I'm very proud of what you have added to Lindisfarne, and also Lindisfarne has added to you. I'm sure that did indeed start here. My advice to all believers is to enjoy, to remember it, not because of where you are, but because of who you are with. Make sure you have time today to farewell your friends, your peers, and your teachers. For these people have helped shape as you have helped shape them. Your doubt miss you, your teachers. Yeah, okay, sure. Seriously, we're proud of all of our graduates, and we thank the story and fabric of Lindisfarne, and we wish you all the best. Congratulations to all of the award recipients. Safe travels to you all. I hope you all have a very
Kia tira, e nui, e tātou mai nika te mihi, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou. Of the College Council, Patrick and Mrs. Kirkpatrick, members of our council, distinguished guests, I also would Mr. Graham Smith, who was rector for 20 years, the 65 our history, a really significant influence. Deputy Mayor of Hastings, Mr. Tony, welcome to you. Parents, friends, old boys, staff, but importantly, the young men of Lindisfarne, welcome to our 65th annual college program. Our 65th year has been another college with our academic results again placed among the elite of boys nationally, well above the national averages, both boys and girls, and above national results for decile schools. Likewise, our university scholarship results have been among the best nationally on a per capita basis. These results reflect the 2018 Victoria University study, 6 years of NCA results. Again, that boys in boys' schools are outperforming boys in grade schools by a significant margin, regardless of ethnicity and so on. Success from Lindisfarne having a culture where being can be is an expectation. are well supported by relational, skilled, enthusiastic, and often patient staff. It also relies on supportive parents, a safe and appropriate learning environment and leadership. And no matter how good these are, however, each individual boy will take individual responsibility for his learning, be willing to take the opportunities available. I think we'll see the results are clear at this college. They almost always do. Now, teachers are crucial in actually facing a crisis at the moment in supply. Teachers are threatening strike action. And with fear in my mind and no concern that increased workload reduction will ultimately make a difference to the problem, they are not, in my view, the only solution to teacher shortage. And without perhaps, I think there needs to be some rediscovery sense of vocation, a conviction that society, in a wide sense, genuinely values teaching and teaching, that something worthwhile is being achieved in our education system. This feeling was expressed in Robert Bolt's play A Man for Things, which some of you will know of. Thomas More speaks with the highly ambitious Rich, who is someone who yearns for a role of prestige. Moore says to him, but in office they offer all sorts of things. I was once offered a whole village, a mill, and heaven knows what else. Arms I shouldn't be honest. Why would you be a teacher? You'd be a fine teacher, perhaps a great. And Rich responds, in a who would know it? Moore replies to him and says, you, your pupils, your friends. Not a bad like that. My thanks to our committee who continue to give of their time and effort, who regularly go the extra mile to provide for the board, and who also believe that teaching for is a vocation. A particular thank you to Miss Jackie Beard, who is leaving after 2 years ESOL to her international students. Mrs. Marion Campbell, who has retired as a teacher in English, but I'm pleased to say has been lured to 2019 with the support of the college to work part-time in coordinating the Duke program that she's developed significantly in 3 years. While not leaving the college, I also wish to acknowledge the outstanding contribution of Mr. Glenn Peterson as Director of Boarding over the years. Mr. Peterson's been excellent. He's been a strong advocate of boarding, passionate, caring, clear expectations, and open to positive change in the interests of the board. We've seen many changes in his time, groups of Year 13 boys in the last few weeks. A consistent theme was that boarding has become a and safer and more supportive environment in the last 7 or 8 years, largely due to the implementation of policies and procedures that enhanced safety, promoted kindness and respect. That Mr. Peterson is remaining. He'll be teaching in 8, where no doubt his influence and his passion continue to be seen. But Reverend Fortune has also indicated that he will be retiring at the end of Term 1 next year, to 23 years, and will obviously have opportunity to his significant contribution during next year. On the administrative side of the college, Black is also leaving us, having spent a number of years working with me to transform communications in the college and move successfully into a responsive and digital environment. The success of the college in 2018 has been seen in all the cornerstones. Remarkable success from our sportsmen across a wide sports, none more so than our shooting team, named as Team of the Year at our Sports Award. They were placed second at the Nationals, an exceptional result. 2 of their top shooters were unavailable with this year's rugby development to front. To shine rare is led by Ronan Lee, swimmers and sailors, with Jake Stevens is Akuhata on a national scale. And our large sports have all had memorable performances during the year, winning the T20 competition 2nd year in a row. Rugby, football, athletics, swimming, hockey, considerable success as overall win one of our traditional exchanges against Old College, Rathkeale, Wanganui Collegiate. And while not a student, I'd like to see 2012 an old boy become our 6th and scored in his Test debut. The world of the performing arts is seeing a revival in the years now. Various musical groups, drama and speech excelled. It's really interesting to see our pipe successfully complete this year for the first time. There was further success in the Sheila Wynne Show Festival, and our musical production of Evita was a highlight following the success of Miserables the year before. And I'm pleased to announce today that in term 1 of 2019 we will, with Iona College, presenting the brilliant musical Once on an Island. It may be known to some of you, but I can assure you it's a great. In the past, those with the arts in the college have felt as they were fiddle really to other dimensions of the college. Perception and feeling has been well and truly displayed in recent years, as we've seen ranging success of diverse music, speech and groups, and outstanding success of our musicals. Excuse me. There is, I believe, a genuine evident in the boys engaged in, and a genuine respect from right across the college, performing and achieving in those areas. It's also pleasing, of course, to see boys within the arts also demonstrating skill and interest in service and academic activities. They're committed to continuing to support this really rich section of our college. So much has been seen in the college this year doesn't just happen. As a result of visionary leadership, positive collaboration from staff and parents, and the provision of appropriate resources by the council. In the last 65 years, the college has changed greatly. I'm sure Graham Smith would agree that it's a different place, serving a different world when he joined the college 40 years ago. As a college, we know our heritage, but we're bound by our and expectations of the past that may have served then, but may not now. Change is the norm in our world. Some of it out of our, including the 21 inquiries that the government has in place in education. That change we do control, and some we're active about. In the middle of a curriculum that will set the path for teaching and learning in. We've added a 4th, 7 and 8 class in 2019 to respond to demand. We've added another 7 new beds in boarding to meet some of the strong demand for boarding. Families recognize what we refer to as the boarding advantage. The strategic plan has been finalised. It'll drive our decision making and our actions to make sure alignment with our values, our vision and mission. We'll continue to build community engagement this year through the 65 in the archive, and started after appointed an announcement manager, established a great team, including boys president, former head boy Abraham Corbin, to reconnect with our old boys. It's been a huge. I really trust you've had the opportunity to read some incredible and diverse stories that are on our website, Facebook, of how our boys have indeed been of success and significance. 2019 will see me on parental engagement, something I'm committed to, as we share ideas, work collaboratively, solve problems, and positively the challenges, providing the very best possible education for in what is an extremely complex social and logical environment. That was illustrated this year. Mr. Peterson come back after talking with his parents. As a result, we're now going to have conditioning and boarding as announced by the chairman today. This year we've also seen some actions as we see become more deliberate in teaching and modelling growing men of character. I led our first boys on our first pilgrimage walk from Lindisfarne in the metaphorical steps in Cuthbert as a means of community, introducing our 6 character traits values to all of us. These are now seen as a constant reminder of their importance, standards and expectations of the college. Tutor groups have enhanced leadership for senior boys in our other program. They placed the boys' red blazers on the back of students at our whole school at the start of the year. A new school badge and the inclusion of coaching in our sports at the are just other steps in this deliberate focus. And our Christian belief and love for others has been exemplified this year in the support for the Women's Refuge. My thanks to you who have continued to support this initiative that allows us as a school to actively progress. that violence towards women is never. I thank you to our parents and family, led by Mrs. Sasha Watts, who do so much extras for our boys. In addition to the $1,000 gift to provide air conditioning this year in the gym, they've had another $75 in grants to enhance the provision for boys, a wide range of grants across all cornerstones. And in 2009, in line with the theme of community engagement, parents are going to run more parent help meetings and experts to help us all face the challenge of parents in a very uncertain and complex way. We've also raised a very generous of $75,000 Colgan Foundation that will allow us to upgrade and expand our strength and conditioning facilities this summer. We're in the process of appointing a sports coordinator to work with the Director of Sport and specifically provide extra in strength and conditioning training and another step towards implementing our sports strategic plan. As we look to 2019, about the future, we'll begin the year with 505 students, 256 boarders, most in each of these categories in our history, others on a wait list. Demand for it in our community is high. We can never rest in what is a very fast-changing world. Change and a willingness to adapt, but I'm reminded that as change is considered, that we must remain true to our special character and our vision. Years ago, I attended an international boys' schools conference with 600 fellow principals and educators from schools around the world. It was the end of term. I have to say my mind was pretty chocker with the challenges and responsibility. Director, 100 interviews with prospective students, and they attended some promotional events, some competence issues had arisen, reports that a staff member had shared a significant family, decisions were being made about a variety of things, particularly hectic. To be truthful, I've inevitably been in that time engrossed in the daily functions of my role. My head was in these activities, and I've forgotten, I think, for weeks, the big picture. In the words of Simon Sinek, who some of you know, I'd forgotten literally the why. Speakers at this conference was a young woman named Lindisfarne, and I must say, when I read the description of who she was and what she was going to talk about, she got up, I wondered what relevance her story had for us. A few years ago, in her 20s, the stunning young woman had been working as a journalist and decided in Mogadishu, Somalia, to do a story on the inhumane conditions of refugee camps there. She was, on admission, rather naive, but still confident. But after being in the country for just 8 months, she was kidnapped off the street, taken to a destination, and chained to the floor. For the next 15 months, she remained there on that dirty floor, fearing daily for her life, and while in she suffered terrible and daily sexual abuse, until eventually her family were able to raise $1 million as a ransom. That she survived and openly of her experiences in her word, great testimony to grace and forgiveness. Certainly bitterness and anger seemed a more likely. And as she told us her quite history over a period of 45 minutes or so, that stunned silence that you in the room. There were tears in the eyes of many listening. As she came to the close of her presentation, she looked intently at her in a moment where it really felt like speaking to each of us as individuals. She said that what she had not told us up to that point was that her captors and abusers were young men aged between 13 and 18 years of age. She concluded, that's why what we do is so important. You have the opportunity to teach young men how they ought to live, so that instead of inflicting hurt, they can instill love. And that my thinking, I know it was the same with a lot of us in the room, reminded again really of why schools exist, of why I became a teacher and a principal, and of what really is in life. And yes, at the school we work really hard to fill the blanks with academic materials that will enable their success. And yes, we fill their days with opportunities to sport and music and drama. and that is. But what is most important in a school of special character for me, and believe for the majority, is the heart. We can reinforce positive values that you as parents placed in as children. For some boys in the absence of that in their homes, that we can put it in their hearts. Understanding that man, you should still love and not hurt. And we can't always do the right thing. I suspect some believers can and should, but we can help them understand what is the right thing to do. As a school, we're in the words of author Jim continuously, I think, on a path from good to great. We're obviously doing amazing things, as you've heard, but we must continue on that journey to build men of great who will be successful, but more will lead those lives of significance based on a good heart. I'm committed to do all I can to pursue that vision, and I'm the college council and staff are committed to keep making that vision a reality for each new generation of boys. Today brings the end of time for in the of our Year 13 and a few others who will be leaving the college for family reasons. Thank you each for the contribution that you have made for the past few years. I trust you are truly grateful for the opportunities offered, for the support and the sacrifice made by your parents and grandparents in order that you have the chance to success and grow young men. But with privilege comes responsibility. You have that responsibility to take your education to significant and positive contributors to society and the world. Congratulations to those receiving awards today. The accolades, and we're very proud of your achievements. Unlike at least one school in everyone that's been in today, we unashamedly reward achievers in our college and each of our cornerstones. Well, today we can look back with tremendous gratitude, pride, achievement in the progress and achievements of the 65 years of Lindisfarne College. I trust also we can look forward to the Lindisfarne to the 2009 year and beyond, with a genuine sense of excitement and confidence and desire to work together to achieve that vision of our special character. I look forward to journeying with you. Finally, may I, on behalf of my wife and I, wish you all a very safe and meaningful and joyous and a very happy New Year.
My privilege to present the cultural and science prizes for 2018 to hand out these awards. James Cowan could come forward. James is receiving his Associate Trinity College London Drama Level 4 Diploma in Performing Distinction. James Cowan. Bring boys next, so the applause until they're all on the stage will be helpful. Everett Watt, Gus Camp, Tom Charteris, Freddie Gibson, Cole Grace, Luke, Hamish McKenzie, Andrew Rennie, Ward, and Fergus. Come forward, please. Receiving their speaking associate diploma in practice of public speaking performance, Everett Watt. Gus Campbell, Abhijit Hothi, Freddie Gibson, Cole Grace, Luke, Hamish McKenzie, Andrew Rennie, Joe Ward, White. Congratulations. Have Max Devonshire and Gibbs come forward, please. Receiving their Associate Diploma in Practice of Public Speech and Performance, Max Devonshire. Ben Gibbs. Congratulations, Ben. Could have George, please. His speech associate diploma in practice of public speech and drama with communication performance and distinction, George. Ben Johnson, Love Reese Akohata, Lee, and Harry. Forward, please. Receiving their Silver Ferns, first award, Ben Thomason. Receiving a fern for representing New Zealand in cricket, Love. Reese, he would have been receiving his for saving in New Zealand team. Receiving a Silver Award for orienteering, Riley. And receiving his fern for New Zealand Championships, Harry. Congratulations. Once you've received, just pause on the stage so that we can get it. It would be great. Following boys come forward, please. Rorison, Andrew Rennie, Patrick Nolan, Cole Gray, Fergus Ritchie, Finn Christie, George Nolan, Clements, and Jared Puller. The cloud said Mrs. Campbell has done a sterling over the last few years in building, and these boys are receiving their Edinburgh Awards. Morrison. Catel. Andrew, Patrick Nolan, Cole Gray, William Olsen, Fergus Richard, Finn Christie, George Knobloch, Clements, Fuller. Congratulations, gentlemen. The following boys could come forward, please. Zach, Henry Merwood, Finn Duncan, George, Luke Merwood, James Cowan. In speech and drama, receiving Junior Impromptu the Mark Anthony Cup, Fitzgibbon. Junior Oratory, the Churchill Oratory Cup, Henry. Excellence in Junior Speech and Drama, the Halliday Cup, Finlay. Excellence in Public Drama, the Shirley Wayne Cup, George Brown. Contribution to Drama, the Millingham Cup, Luke Merwood. And receiving the Senior Impromptu F.H. Robertson Memorial Trophy, the Senior Oral Respect Churchill Oratory Cup, and the Excellence in Outstanding in Public Speaking and Debating, the Silver. Congratulations. On to music. Can I have Callum Watts, Bryn Ward Leckus, Robert Parr, Angus Case, Elvis Connolly, please. Junior Music Scholarship, received AC France, Callum Wallace. Senior Music Scholarship, the AC Cup, Bryn Ward Leckus. Contribution to the band, the Thompson Family Cup, de Trois. Receiving Best Piper, the Roll Cup, Angus Wilton. And this year's Top Musician Rumble Cup, the Outstanding Musician 2018, Case Elvis Connolly. Moving forward, we have Reece Carter, Jonathan Bailey Kirkpatrick, John T. Roy, Gibson, Thompson, Harry Murray, Bailey, come forward, please. Reece would have been the Lindisfarne Cup for Outstanding Swimmer and Lifestyle, receiving the Lindisfarne Cup for Outstanding Tennis Player, John Paul. Receiving the Methodist Family Cup, Outstanding Hockey Player, Bailey Patrick. Receiving the McCormick Trophy, 7 and 8 Best and Fairest Rugby Player, John T. Royal. The Kirby for Outstanding Rugby Player. The Clinton Cup for shooter, Ben Thomason. The Henderson Cup for outstanding cricketer. The Thistle Cup, outstanding football player, Charlie. Congratulations. And if we can forward, Fergus Ritchie, and Nasila Sela, Gibson, come forward, please. This has been mentioned before, the outstanding result for our shooting team, the Graham Memorial for outstanding sports team for 2000, and Captain Joe Ward. Receiving Clark Sweet for effort and positive attitude sport, Fergus. Receiving the Cambridge Cup for games athlete, Micah Nasila. And receiving the S.E. McGregor for the outstanding games player and congratulations.
The following awards are academic awards boys in years 7 to 10. I'd like to warmly invite Graham Smith to come forward to those awards. Could the following boys come forward, please? Oscar, Owen Reid, Zachary Watt, William, Anthony Molesky. Boys in years 7 and 8, and recognising first in class. First in 7, M. Oscar Ellis. First in 8, DBR, Owen Reid. Zach Ebbett was receiving 2 awards. He's first in 7-8 KO. He's also by for his intelligent behaviours. Zachary Ebbett Watt. William Duncan is receiving the Highs in the Heart Cup, recognised for diligence, service, honesty, humility, and responsibility in Year 8. The RB Career Cup, outstanding intermediate school contribution, Anthony Molesky. Congratulations. With the forward, please, Quinton Lee, Thomas, Goldrake, George Essen, David Floyd, Jack Pallison, Henry. These first in class in Year 9, first 9 MA leave. First IAF, Tosh Thomas. First 9 AS, first 9 EVB, George. MAC, David Floyd. Jack Pellis receiving the Lindisfarne Excellence in English Research. And receiving the Year Knowledge Cup, Henry Sill. Congratulations. come forward, please. Zach Mulder, Cormac Turley, Ben Barker, Josh Shelk, Liam Jeffers, Duncan. Next group of boys are recognised in Year 10. First, 10 RO, Zach Mulder. Recipient of the P Cup for General Knowledge, and first in class, Cormac Turley. First and 10, Ben Barker. First and 10, WR, Josh. 10 KJO, Leffers. Receiving the Lindisfarne Excellence in English Research, Lee Duncan. Following boys come forward. Baines, Jordan, Tino Sevilla, Andrew McKinnon, Max, Jared Puller. This group of awards is recognizing excellence in religious studies. Excellence in Year 7 and 8, the D Storkey Cup, Baines. Excellence in Year 9 Religious Studies, Reverend W. Lindsay Cup, George Easton. Excellence in Year 10, the Reverend Ruff Cup, Tino Sevilla. The Reverend D. L. Vaughan Cup, 11, Andrew McLean. Excellence in 12 Religious Studies, Reverend W. B. Cup. Lindisfarne Cup, Excellence in Religious Studies in Year 3, Jared Puller. Well done, boys. Following come forward, please. Thomas Baines, Tuafi Porima. Following boys have been recognised in physical education in Year 7, Jet Vark. Thomas Baines. Tuafio Porima. Year 10, Sam Wall. Well done, boys. Of awards in Year 7 to 10, Excellence in Technology. The following boys come forward: Ox Ellis, Quinna Lee, King Lou. Excellent Year 7 Technology, Ellis. Lachlan would have received Year 8, Excellent Year 9, G. Quinna Lee. And Excellence in 10, Kevin Liu. Boys. I'd like to just take this opportunity to thank Mr. Graham's in and presenting the awards in year 7. Cheers, Mark.
Take this opportunity to pass on apologies for not being able to be here to do these. But now we'll move on to senior academic. The following boys can come, please. Ash Finlay Duncan, Edward Ridgway Cross, Archie Morley, and Andrew McLennan. First in accounting, Ash in level 1 economics, Finlay Duncan. First in level 1 digital technologies, Edward Ross. First in technology, the Ellingham, Archie Morley. First in level 1, Andrew McLellan. Congratulations, gentlemen. Christopher Belhamel, Tehania, Oliver Price Walker, and Lou. First level 1 French, Christopher Belhelman. Level 1 Māori. First 1 music, Oliver Price Walker. And first in level 6, Kevin Liu. Congratulations. Charlie Davis, Zach Bryn Ward Leckus, Aaron Cooner, Ben Calder, and James Ashby, please. First in agricultural science, Charlie Doss. Owners away have been receiving first in biology, first in general science, Zach. First in physics, and first in excellence in science, A. McRae Cup, Bryn Lucas. Receiving the Endeavour in Accounting, the Bernstein family, and first in history, Aaron Cooner. First in visual arts, and first in physical education, level 1. First is there. Design and visual communication, first in chemistry, first in geography, James Ash. Congratulations, gentlemen. Moving on to NCEA, the following come forward, please. Charlie Bailey, Param Pooney, Cameron Lee, Angus Wilson. First and to accounting. Receiving the prize for endeavour in accounting. First in level economics, Cameron Kennedy. Level 2 economics, Cameron. First in level 2 geography, Ronnie Lee. And first in level 2 French, Angus Wilson. Gentlemen. Kaka McDonald, Russell, Ben Gibbs, George Dwyer and George. Level 2 Māori, McDonald. First in level art and design, Arthur Russell. First in level 2 painting, George Vire, who is away. First in art photography. And first in level 2 music, George Bright. Congratulations, students. Matthew Gilbert, Samuel Barnes, Rob Taylor, Jack Taylor, Johnny Holden. Level 2 Design and Visual Communication, Matthew Gilbert. First in level 2 Technology, Samuel Barnes. First in level 2 Mathematics, Lachlan Taylor. First in Agriculture and Horticulture Science, Jack. And first in level 2 Agribusiness, Johnny Holden. Congratulations, gentlemen. Samuel Porter Samuels, Francis Dario, Aidan James Cowan, and Josh come forward. First in level 2 science, Samuel Porter Samuels. First 2 media studies, Francis Dario. First equal in level 2 English, Wilson. So first equal in level 2 English, James Cowan. In history, James Cowan. First in physical education, first in physics and biology, first in history, the Tolman Cup Achievement Excellence student studying predominantly level 2, Josh Dixon. Moving on to level 3. We have Casey Lee, Andrew Dixon, Fergus Ritchie, Loke, and Tatuan Kovai Pole. Come forward, please. Level 3 accounting, Elvis Connolly. Endeavour in Accounting and Family Award, Andrew Dixon. Level 3 History, Fergus Ritchie. First in Level 3 Art Design, Logan. And first, maths with calculus, Juan Corre Pala. Congratulations, gentlemen. Jared Poller, Henry Myram, Gus Campbell, and Hamish McKenzie come forward. First in level 1, Jared Poller. First in level 3, Henry Myrams. First in agribusiness, Gus Campbell. Agriculture and horticulture, the Great Family Cup. Receiving the HB Growers Association Scholarship for First in Agriculture and Horticulture, First in Technology, Hamish McKenzie. Jack Beattie, Joe, James Cowan, and Robert Detroit come forward, please. First, 3 Design and Visual Communication, the HB Hereford Breeders' Trophy, Physical Education, Jack Beattie. Geography and first in with statistics. In classical studies, the Graham A. Memorial Trophy, level 3 economics, first in 3 studies, James Cowan. First in biology, first in chemistry, excellence as a science student, the Elstead Medal. T-Bomb forward, please. Receiving first place in art photography level 3 in senior art, the Herbert Memorial Art Trophy. First in level 3, first in level 3 excellence as an art student, the Health Medallion, Molina. And my apologies, Mr. Kirkpatrick, introducing. Thank you very much for all that you've done. better do it right. That's Mr. McLeod present these awards. Following boys are receiving scholarships from university tertiary providers, a chance for us to recognise the outstanding work and achievement that they have gained. The following boys conclude: Tom Charteris, Freddie Gibson, Alex Puller, Katik Patel, Nolan, Cole Grace, Fergus Ritchie, and Micah Nissan. Receiving the Hastings Scholarship, Charteris. Receiving a Lincoln University Future Leaders Scholarship, $6,000, Freddie Gibson. Victoria University Tangawai Scholarship worth $1, Alex Ackerman. A Victoria University Scholarship, $5, Jared. A Business School Future Leaders Scholarship, $5,000. University of Otago New Frontier, Patrick Nolan, to the value of $5,000. University of Canterbury Excellent Scholarship, $6,000 award. The Ngā Karahipi Ura Rauka Forestry Scholarship to the value of $52,000. The University Canterbury Leader Scholarship, $1, Cole Grace. This net has two international universities chasing him, with the University of Pennsylvania and Bristol University, and the Otago University giving him a performance scholarship as well, but two international states universities, the scholarship for 4 years, value of $240,000. Fergus Ritchie. But wait, there's more. The International Pacific University in Nakagaya in Japan, receiving a business scholarship, $250 over 4 years. Micah Nasila. Continuing on with our special award for prestige and distinction, following boys can come forward, please. Bourbon, Rowbottom, Daniel Brown, Noah Morgan, John T. Abbott, this rate. Boys, just sit quiet. Jack. Receiving a Doctor Award for Academic Diligence in Year 7, Brodie Bourbon. Dr. Bruce Award for Year 9, Hayman Bottom. The Dr. Bruce Ritchie Award in Year 10, Daniel Brown. In Year 11, the Dr. Bruce Ritchie Award, Noah Morgan. For Year 12, Bruce Ritchie Award, John T. Abbott Watt. And in Year 13, the Dr. Bruce Ritchie Award goes next rate. We could have Quinn Lee, Henry Myrams, and come forward, please. The outstanding contribution to the Year 9 Day Boy, the Greek Memorial Leave. Receiving the H. Webb Outstanding Senior Day Boy, Henry Williams. Receiving the Boarding Staff Cup, the outstanding contribution is Patrick Nolan. Congratulations. Kieran Patterson, come forward, please. The Shane On Memorial Trophy for striving and achieving as a student, Tyler White. The Sutherland for striving and persevering, Kieran. Performance achievements in Year 11, Memorial Cup, William. And the William Memorial Cup for Attitude, Gratitude, Fortitude in Year Bertie Purkis. Congratulations, gentlemen. We could have Luke Merwood, Grayson Heskey, and Jared Puller. Receiving the Craig Foss Cup for Creative and Imagination, Luke Merwood. The Raymana Johnson Trophy for Best Performer, Grayson Heskey. Receiving the Alexander Family Contribution to Cultural Dimension, the Sidney Gallen Trophy for services to Kapahaka, and Waiti Nui Atu for Best Appreciation of Tū Cultures. Tom Chase. On behalf of his house, inter-house competition in the Garden Field, Jordan Hardy, Jack Beattie, and Dan Livingston come forward. Receiving the Frank Head of Boarding, Jordan Hardy. The Melsop Pearson Cup, or Deputy Head of School 18, Jack Beattie. Cup in the College Council Scholarship, Head Student 2018, Daniel Livingston. Brynward Leckus and James come forward, please. Receiving the Owner Cup of Year 11, Bryn. Haddock Cup for Ducks of Year 12. Case Elvis Connolly could come for this. The 2018 results for the subject set at level 3. Average in his best 5 subjects 91%. 90% of his credits earned in 2018 awarded an all NCA credits for have been attained over 4 years. He has a single credit. Yesterday's award, 3 academic colours with distinction, B plus in University Stage 1 Economics paper. Today, first in accounting, second in physics, winner of the Health and Excellence as a science student. 2018, Mayor Kessett, case Elvis Connolly. This next student has 5 subjects and 18 at level 3, gained a point average subjects of 92.5. It's endorsed level 1, 2 and 3, all NCA 4 have been attained over 4 years, never missed. He's attained scholarships in 2018 awards in Ag Hort Science as a year 2. Awarded a plus pass at University Stage 1 Economics paper. Yesterday was received level 3 academic distinction. He's received first place in geography, first in mathematics, and third in ag science. Recipient foundation scholarship to the Ducks. Joe. Man Sokotoa, come forward, please. Today, the Year 13 boys voted for the Bruce Memorial Trophy. The trophy goes to the students with tolerance, concern for others, fair play, sportsmanship and determination. 2008 is Aman Sokotoa. This next award is the trophy. It's awarded to the student who, in the opinion, displays the following qualities: patience, kindness, faithfulness, humility, and self. In 2018, the award goes to Patrick Nolan. The final award is the Herrick Cup. And it's awarded to the student, and the opinion of the staff exhibits many of the qualities that have been previously at Prizegiving and is the best all-round boy in the school. This beautiful solid silver was presented to the 1953 by Mr. and Mrs. E.J. Herrick of their 3 sons, Dennis and Michael. lived at Lindisfarne and who gave their lives and work. This is the most prestigious award, and in 2018, the recipient is Jack Beacon.
I have been extremely honoured and proud to have led the school as head big for 2008. The prior 4 years, I've met some inspirational, some loyal friends, and some amazing that have all made this year possible. Today, celebration for the class of 2018 over 5, 6, and 7 for some. I have many people to thank for my experiences at my friends that have helped me through my days at school, provided me with memories that I will forever get. Both a blessing and a curse, unfortunately. To the staff that have put so much time and effort into boys here and continue to do so, how annoying we get. I have no idea where to get their patience from, but every single one of them award today for shaping us all as men. The prefect team this year. We always managed to leave at least one thing to the last minute. The one thing we were never strong, however, was tea. Where JP was early to make sure all the boys were satisfied with their food. Thank you for your hard work this year, I couldn't have done it. And special mention goes out to my deputy head boy, who has done an absolute job this year, never failing to complete any task thrown at him, and very worthy of that award he just earned. Thank you so much. Mr. Howlett, for your guidance and support of the team and myself this year, doing an outstanding job helping out no matter how tricky the situation was. Mr. McLeod, thank you for the opportunity and belief you have given to me a really life-changing experience. Thank you to who helped award prizes today, special guests that have been able to attend our prize giving, members of the College Council. Of course, my biggest thanks goes out to my mum and dad for not this year, but for the 17 years. You guys have given me a life I'm thankful for, but by having you side has been the best part of it. I owe you more than words can describe. Fences that can never be built, so Dad, get your hopes up. As for Mum, I'll just for a trip to Jamaica. We, the leaders of this year, have left the school in very safe hands. The awards earned today has been absolutely outstanding, and all the boys in this room should be proud of your peers. You guys push each other to the limits. I'm very excited to see where you guys are. You boys will all be very surprised at the potential you have, and I'm hoping that will happen. See the future of sitting here today. The future looks very bright. No matter what you do, be it sport, singing, acting, robotics, even reading, put your mind to it, you can be the best at it. And while you're at school, you can almost be the best at anything. I'm not the only one who believes this, eh? I know you believe in all the boys. Next year's head boy, be you. Don't let the role change you from being what you want to be, but to help you get there. I believe you have all the aspects and attributes to be a great, and not just become a good man, but a great. Good luck to you and your team of prefects next year. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been an honor being head boy for 2018, and like I'm, it's honestly been a life-changing experience for me. Lindisfarne has done wonders for me, mentally and I have all faith in the leaders who now go into the world as men.
To ask the intermediate come forward and present some flowers. Leadership responsibilities on all of our seniors, and in 2019 there will be many for all senior boys to take leadership and mentoring. And boarding prefects who have a significant mentoring role in setting example and support a vital component of a cohesive boarding family. In each of the 4 houses there's also opportunities for Year 13 to take a leadership role, whether prefect or not, and being given specific responsibility, particular house activities that match their skill and enthusiasm. And 2019 leadership roles are also available to Year 12 and tutor group settings as part of the program. School prefects are following a long process involving student staff voting, discussion with deans and input assisting prefects and senior management. Boys have high expectations placed on them to actively support stones of the college and to be high quality mentors, setting the standard of manners, involvement, and encouraging the higher standard of their fellow students. I invite this year's head of school, Livingston, to come forward and join the rector in congratulating the prefects team for 2019 and presenting them with their badges. Daniel. Boys could come forward: Stephen Black, Dixon, George Twigley, Porter Samuels, George Druzianic, James Cowan, George Braham, Rosario, George Walton, Ronan Lee, John T. Ebbett Watt, Fierro, Ben and Angus Wilton. School for 2019, Stephen. Deputy Head Boy and Academic Prefect 2019, Josh Dixon. Head of Boarding 2019, George Cross. George Lee, Year 7 and 8. Samuel, Year 7 and 8 Prefect. Will Druzianic, Academic Prefect. James Prefect. George Brown, Prefect. Francis Delras, Chapel and Service Prefect. George, Chapel and Service Prefect. Sports Prefect for 2019, Ronan. For 2019, Harry Mull. Hayden for 2000, John T. Ebbett Watt. Head Fierro. Durham, Ben Gibbs. Of Oswald, Angus Wilton. Congratulations, gentlemen, and I look forward to working with you in 2018.
Kia ora koutou. Good morning. The staff and to the parents, I feel to be standing here before you representing the prefect group for 2009, who is intently to fulfil the character vision by which this school and holds in great importance. I have no doubt in my mind that the prefect group will do things next year. Be standing in front of them only solidify feelings of how proud I am of this team. 2018 prefects, congratulations on an amazing year. It's an incredibly hard for us, and the role models you have become are a representation of all that this school is about. I wish all of you luck in your future endeavours, and may all future opportunities with both hands, as Lindisfarne do. To Dan, I've always looked up. Your strength of character on and off the field is nothing less than admirable, and I respect you for your leadership. You will always be my main role model. Anything is possible. I cannot emphasise that enough. To all the boys that were just on stage, I support your possibilities. I hope everyone in the community will. So I thank you, the boys, the staff and team, in particular Mr. Cloud, for belief in us. And I thank my mum and dad for me. I relish the opportunity to be able to lead next year, as I'm sure all standing up here would feel the same way. Very fortunate to have such an amazing community in front of me. We cannot wait for the challenges in 2019.